Some highlighting and contouring techniques using the new brushes. Now, our model has her foundation on already, so what I want to do first is a little bit of contouring using the concealer or the cream powder foundation. I'm going to see which one of the two I'm going to use. I'm going to make sure that it's 2 or 3 shades darker than her skin tone, and then you can use bronzing powder or the mineral powder foundation in a darker shade to contour a darker shade right on the skin. That's really up to you. The idea is to create definition on the face where maybe there isn't any. Now I'm going to ask you this. Everyone is familiar with the Kim Kardashian type of contouring, right? Right? Yeah. You're familiar with it. But for normal, everyday people, it's a little bit too much. I live in LA, guys. I see it. I love it. I love me, my bloggers. But sometimes when you see it during the day, or where I see it in Venice Beach, you know, all the highlighting and contour can be a little much. So let me show you how to do it so that you can do it for real. How's that? Okay. So, how are you? Thanks for coming out just with a little foundation on. So again, we can do this with concealer. I'm going to choose to do it with cream to powder foundation so that you can really look at the difference. What I've done is I have a few shades of beige and bronze foundations, and I'm going to start with the bronze foundation. I'm going to use the liquid powder foundation brush and also the cheek brush. And the reason I like the cheek brush is because, once again, it has that indentation, so I can put the darkness around there. We have to remember that a lot of times with darker skin tones, you have a little bit lighter of an area in this perimeter and a little bit darker in the outer edges. You don't have it too much, but you have a little bit, right? You're a little bit darker right around here. You're going, I didn't know I was going to talk. Right? You can talk, we're just buds. It's okay. Sorry to surprise you. Okay, so look. So I'm going to dab the foundation with the longer bristles, like this, because I don't want to make it too much. If I grabbed it with the shorter bristles, it might look too strong, and I just want to go slowly. Again, my first line to watch for is where her eyebrows end, and then I'm going to start right where her ear, right by her earlobe, basically. So I will start shaping it in that area, very, very slowly. Okay, I want to tell you that we live in an Instagram and Snapchat world, so this would be the kind of thing that I hope that all of you are doing on Instagram and Snapchat, and tag me and I will repost you, because these are the kinds of things that we want to make sure that people understand how to do, but how to understand to do it for real, so that it really works, and that it's not about a lot of sparkle and a lot of exaggerated contour that may look good with some filters, but may not look great in real life. And no offense to you if you use it. Not to you, but to anybody who uses it. Here we go. So I'm doing that. Now, another thing that I'm going to tell you about this brush is how you hold it. Notice that I'm holding the bristles with my fingers so I can make them even a little bit tighter. Now we're going to do a little bit on the nose using the cream color brush and the same color bronze foundation, and I'm going to do it very, very lightly. You barely feel it, right? Right, all right. So very lightly. Now look over here. We have a mirror right over there. Perfect. Fantastic. Thank you. You have amazing hair. Yes. I do too, but I just wear a hat and I hide it. Don't tell them. Okay, so there's those little lines that we talk about. I'm gonna give her a little more. The cream to powder foundation is perfect for this, you guys. It just has the perfect texture. Okay, now we're gonna do a little bit on her forehead. Why do we do that on the forehead? It gives some more shape to the face, and it allows you, especially if you're wearing your hair back, or if you would like to reduce the appearance of the forehead, it's very easy to do it this way. I would recommend you doing it with about 2 to 3 shades darker than you normally wear, just like that. Here's one Louise tip, hashtag Louise tip. If you'd like for the bottom lip to look a little bit fuller, remember how I show you how to highlight up here? You can also contour down here, very little. Do you see? I'm creating a shadow under there. So for those of you who maybe have a smaller lower lip, or who like that really pouty lip look, you can do that there. And then of course, with the larger brush, I'm gonna take it right at her jawline and apply it under there. Here we go. Okay, yes. Don't tell me you're ticklish. Okay, that's good. It's not a problem. Okay. So we've mapped these areas. I have not exaggerated them at all. And now I'm gonna take her foundation shade, again in cream to powder. And I'm gonna start from the middle, like I showed you, just like this, and blend that foundation. And still not trying to blend it too much into the contour. When you put it on, just make sure you cover the bridge of the nose and the cheek area, which is where most people need it, right? Just like this. Again, you don't have to be perfect. I can see you, I hope, already doing this on social media so that you can show the difference that this makes. Like this. Go Mary Kay, hashtag flawless face, hashtag contouring for real, hashtag this is Mary Kay, hashtag check out our new brushes. Are you copying these hashtags? Okay, thank you. Hashtag look how cool we are at Mary Kay. All right, and now we take that blending sponge, which it's damp, and then I'm going to blend all that in, you know, by stippling it. All these words now. We stipple, stipple, stipple. That means we sort of press it on very lightly to make sure that it looks like her skin and it doesn't look like contour that... Some of the contour that I see sometimes when you're driving in a car, if the light hits you, you might cause an accident. Right? I mean, I was on the 405 in LA and I saw that a girl that had a contour, a highlighter, that nearly blinded me. It was really cool though, but it is a bit much. So no blinding contour. This will give you a really soft effect. I like to carry it down the neck. And look at that, you guys. She just needs a little powder. And I can tell you're liking it already. Let's see. Powder. I don't have powder here, but let's make it look like I do have powder. So with the powder, you're just gonna want to do a press and roll motion. Do you see this? Press and roll motion. Because these bristles, unlike the natural hair bristles, are not going to pick up any of the product, so you're not gonna waste any of it. So by pressing and rolling it with the brush, you're gonna get a flawless contour look to your skin. just like that. Move your hair here just a moment. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Again, if you like to use this brush, can you believe how amazing this brush would be with liquid foundation as well? If you want a really soft look with it, so you can use it, not just for powder, but you can use it for foundation. So this is all about being modern, being up to date, being able to use all kinds of formulas, and being able to look flawless like she looks. All right? Let's give you a round of applause. Thank you so much.